First off, the title of this video is not a title done for sensationalism. It's true, okay? The mainstream media fails America, hands down. The mainstream media is bought and only talks about stories they are told to talk about. The day last week the bill was being discussed, I believe it was November 16th, I decided to watch CNN. I looked all throughout the internet, I scoured the internet, I wanted to see what a live news station was talking about, see if they had any updates, see if they were keeping up with it. I assumed, okay, it's a mainstream story, a lot of people are concerned about this bill, they have to say something about it. You know what I saw? I kept CNN on for 2 hours. You know what I saw? They talked about the Kardashians. They talked about that whole Coach sex scandal thing, which, okay, yeah, it's a big deal, but I could give a flying crap about it. And they talked about Justin Bieber supposedly having a kid. There was not one thing mentioned about SOPA or Protect IP. And I remember thinking to myself, like, what the hell is this, TMZ? You would think, even like say they were like pro SOPA and they wanted to discuss it, you would think they'd have something saying, oh, everyone calm down, we have an expert here to brainwash you and tell you that SOPA's not a big deal. You know why? It's the same reason why, even though I don't agree with everything about Ron Paul, okay? It's the same reason why they don't give Ron Paul the same amount of coverage. Because he won't play ball. He's not for the corporate agenda, and that's why they push him to the side, because they don't want people to think about him. They don't want people to know about him. They don't want people to know about SOPA because they want SOPA to pass, because they want, one, censorship, and RIAA and MPAA want it. They want to make their profit. They don't care that the bill is broken. So if no one knows about it, even though a crapload of people do thanks to places like Demand Progress, the bill could get passed silently, just like they silently give tax cuts to major oil corporations all the time and we never hear about it. Because if we did, people would be pissed. So if they don't know, it can't hurt them. Right? Look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I've been a realist about this bill. I've been balanced about it, okay? I haven't been extreme, it's the end of the world, and I haven't been, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. But the problem with this bill, here is what I will compare it to. Remember the whole swine flu BS back in 2009 where everyone was freaking out? Hey, it could be a pandemic or it could be nothing. That's kind of like what SOPA and Protect IP are. These bills could pass, and we may never even know they're there. It could be like a smelly fart in the wind. It'll stink for a second, and then we'll forget about it. But like swine flu, even though it did absolutely nothing, and I think that was media hype, like swine flu, the potential is there for an internet pandemic. It could destroy commerce. It could destroy business. No one knows what this bill could potentially do because it's so broad if it passes. And it's broken and it needs to be fixed. Like I said, it could do nothing, but this bill is a horrible bill. It was poorly written, purposely, and that's why they're trying to get it to pass, and we cannot let this stand. So please, again, I urge you, look at all the links in the description. Participate. Send emails to Congress. Participate in the phone-in that they're doing this week. This bill is being discussed again this week. Let our government know you're not going to stand for this bill. And to everyone out there who says you can't make a difference, you forget one thing. We are the consumers. We buy these corporations' products. If they see that we're very pissed off and won't continue to buy their products, they'll step back and get nervous. There's already companies that were backing the bill that are stepping away from it now because they know we won't put money in their pockets. So yes, our voices, unfortunately for the wrong reasons, are heard. Sign, call, email. I'm telling you, if this thing passes, the internet the way you know it could, not will, could possibly change forever. The potential is there. I'm not saying it'll happen, but it could. And if you don't want to spend 5 minutes of your day trying to stop what could be the crappiest piece of legislation to ever go through the United States, I don't know what to tell you. And I want to give a huge shout out to the mainstream media of the United States for totally failing to let people be aware of this bill. It's disgusting, man. You are so bought. It's ridiculous. So spread the word, spread this video. Let's fight this. You do make a difference whether you want to believe it or not. Have a good night.